Hi, welcome back. I hope some of you are getting a chance to play outside. I love playing outside, and I'll make this video out here. You might hear the creek in the background. But this is a good video for beginners or for teachers that want ideas. It's based on the same thing we did in the last video about learning about chords with the auditory, visual, and kinesthetic channels of the brain. So this time we're going to do the G chord, and what I did was I put G, B, D, those are the three notes of the G chord, on all sorts of little cards, and I put them around my house. I put them in this order too. D, G, B, B, D, G. I put little tiny ones all around my house this time instead of big ones. So I would find these everywhere. So that's what I suggest you do for the for the visual part of this learning. Okay, so the G chord is G, B, D. So we're going to visualize it too. Its fingers 3, 2, and 1 is the triad of it. And it's easy because number 3 is just above the blue string, the F string. So I always use colors as a reference. And your number 2 finger is just under the red string. And then your first finger is just above the red string. So G, B, D. So you can look at them, get the visual, hear them, that's the auditory, like G, and also say it out loud. It's amazing how that helps your brain to lock it in. G, B, D. So I'm looking, I'm also feeling it kinesthetically. So I'll go to different places on the harp and play that. Now the next thing is to do different inversions of it. So if you're on a double string harp, you can do it with both hands. Okay, so you can put these in any order. So let's do B, D, G. So I'll stack them with the G on the top. Has a different sound from the triad or root chord. So go ahead and do that. And that's actually what I call quotations pose. So that is the first inversion of a chord. You know it's the first because your first finger is on the name of the chord, the G. Quotations pose. Then the second inversion is when your second finger is on the name of the chord, G chord. So my second finger is on G, my third finger is down on the D, and my first finger is up on the B. That's a second inversion of the triad, the root chord. Triad is the root. And I think of that as the swimmer's pose. We talked about that in the last tutorial. It's like a guy or a woman swimming, and then this is the crawl. They're doing the crawl stroke. So, oops. So now, play just G's all over the harp. So you get used to, it's the one just above the F. And play B's just all over the harp. Just the one just below the red. And D's just the one above the red. So you're getting the geography of these. So So you can do now you can do the chords. Start with the triad. Do this right after I do it. I'll let you can stop the video anytime. Then go to the first inversion, then second inversion. You can play them blocked or rolled or arpeggiated. You can play them arpeggiated down, you can play them contrary motion, left hand up, right hand down. Harp is so when your harp is in the key of C with no sharps or flats, then the G chord is one of the major chords. There are 3 major chords in every key, and this one in the key of C, it's C, F, and G. You hear they have kind of a happy vanilla sound. A lot of pop music is in those major chords. Sounds happy. And then the minor chords in that key we'll also get to. You're going to memorize those also. But this week it's just G, A minor, D minor, E minor, and A minor. Even though a chord has 3 notes, sometimes when you play, especially in the left hand, your chord, it will just have 2 of those notes. It's still that chord. So a G chord, I call it a 1-5-8, is G, D, G. It's got a beautiful open sound. If you just play triads, if you play all 3 notes of the chord in the left hand, sometimes it can sound kind of novice, especially if you're playing down low. If you're on a small harp and playing up high, all 3 notes of the chord sometimes sound good. Although lots of times I still use a 1-5-8. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's really an octave, G and G, with the D in the middle. So if I did triads in the left hand, listen to what it would sound like. Okay, now if I do 1-5-8s, that open sound is often more beautiful. Yeah. So lots of times you'll do something richer in the right hand, but you don't have to if you're a beginner. Just beautiful. The next time we do a chord, it will be the F chord. It's another major chord. And then I'll show you why it's so valuable to know what notes are in the chord. Remember, they're just 3 notes, and you can learn those, and it'll open up a lot for you.